Filmmaking won't fulfill you. I know that might be something that sounds weird coming from a self-proclaimed filmmaker like myself that's doing a YouTube video right now telling you that filmmaking is not going to fulfill you. But I think it's a true statement. And I think it's something that you might need to hear because it's something that I need to hear all the time. I'm not trying to tell you that your career choice is a waste by any means, because it's a career choice that I have made as well, and it's been filled with so many fun and exciting things that I would have never experienced had I not chosen this career. But I just want you to know that if you do choose this career, to not put it first above everything else in your life, because I think you're going to be missing out on other things. You see, for me, it's like when someone comes to me with an idea, or I come up with something that's fun, exciting, or just something that I want to do in the film world, it's like a part of me jumps up in excitement about it, and I get like butterflies all over. But it's not because of the film itself. It's oftentimes because of what I can get from the film. You know, it's the accolades, it's the attention, it's the likes, it's the followers, it's so many other things outside of the film that I get excited about. And that's the sucky part about this, is that I really enjoy what comes from filmmaking, not just the filmmaking process itself. And I hate that that's the way that I am. You know, I have to stop myself in those tracks because it's a never-ending cycle of someone coming to me with something, and I try to think about what's the best way to make this exciting and fun that I would get noticed from it. And I just want to make sure that's something that you're not doing in your own career, or maybe if you are doing it, to call you out on it now so that you could stop that cycle, because it's been a long time for me to figure that out and to figure out why maybe I'm burning out a little bit, because you can't make every project that way. But there's a lot of good things that come from this passion of filmmaking that I have. You know, I see the impacts that I can have. I see that I can be a good influence in your life potentially. Maybe I could be the person in your life that I didn't have in my life at this point in your career. And those are the good things that happen in filmmaking. Those are the good things that come from this passion of filmmaking. But it's not without the bad things either. You know, they almost always come hand in hand together. I remember the first short film that I made, really just trying to be serious, really trying to get my name out there, was a short film that I made with my wife that was talking about marriage. And it was talking about how you put commitment above your emotions in the decisions that you make. And it's really about remembering the commitments that you've made in the past. So specifically with marriage, it's about that commitment comes first. But anyway, we were making that short film, and I just remember getting so frustrated with myself, with my wife, with the shots, with just the general direction of the film. And I just wanted that film so badly to make an impact on people, because it was such an important message, because it was something that I'd struggled with at that time. And it's something that had really spoken to me in that moment. So I really wanted other people to see that, and I really wanted other people to see the impact that remembering your commitments and how powerful that can have an effect on your life. But it didn't take for a few days for me to realize the irony of the whole situation, that I was putting this little short film in front of my marriage at the time. I was allowing my emotions of wanting to impact people, of wanting to get attention, whatever it was, I was allowing that to get in front of my marriage. And I wish I could say that right then and there, when I figured out that emotion, that I was able to stop it, and I was able to stop viewing filmmaking in that perspective of that lens of just what I can get from it. But the truth is that I still view filmmaking that way. I still struggle with trying to see all the good that filmmaking can do first and foremost, without the things that I could just get from it. If I was able to go into the past 10 years from now, potentially, and talk to past Jordan about all the stuff that I'm able to do through filmmaking right now, all the people that I've been able to connect with, all the amazing projects that I've been on, the amazing people that I've been able to talk to, if he was able to hear how I was able to use that short film about marriage that just impacted a friend that was going through a divorce at the time, he would be so thrilled, he would be so overjoyed, so grateful that just one person, only one person was impacted through filmmaking. But the sad part is that today Jordan doesn't feel that same way. You know, it doesn't elicit the same emotions to know that I just impacted one person, but it should. So that's why I say that filmmaking is not going to fulfill you. It's almost a never-ending cycle of what's next, of what can I continually do. And I don't want you to go into this career thinking that there's going to be an end. that there's going to be this point where you're like, you know what, I've made enough impact, I've touched enough people's lives, or I've done the exciting projects, and that you're just satisfied. That's not what I've had in my life. I haven't had that stopping point to say, this is it. You know, I'm done with filmmaking, or at least it's a point where I'm satisfied with what I've done. I think filmmaking is going to continue to pull from me and going to continue to drive me to do more, which is not a bad thing. You have to put all the good things in perspective too, but what I ask you to do is not put filmmaking first if this is the career that you're going towards. Make memories with the people that are with you now. Live in each moment that you have, because you don't know when those are going to get taken away. Filmmaking will always be there. You know, you'll always have the opportunity to make certain films, maybe not the one right now, maybe not with that certain person, but filmmaking can wait. Allow life to happen with you, not without you. I promise you, if you're able to put filmmaking in its proper place, not first in your life, you're able to put it aside and put people first, prioritize people, I promise you, you will become a better filmmaker because of it. I know that I need people in my life to hold me accountable to that, and maybe you do too. So maybe I could be your partner in that. If that's you, let me know in the comments, and I'd love to talk to you about it. But thank you for being here. I love you. Get this thing off of me.
You want to walk out?
Yeah, you can hit record.